大家好. This is General Leo of Boston. It's been a long time, guys, since I've actually made a video. But this is some lost footage I had from my first trip in New York City. You know, back in about, I believe, 2022. I think during the summertime. It's such a long time ago. But anyways, you guys enjoy the video. I'm just gonna let it run, right? This is, I think July 2022, I believe. So anyways, enjoy the video. There's a long section at the very end about just me explaining some stuff about my thoughts and feelings about not just the trip, but just be me and myself, right? To let my thoughts out about the importance of why this trip was so special for me. So anyways, I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the end.
Oh, I remember. I just created a portal dimension. Oh. Look at the sun. Wow. We're just creating portals.
Okay, open, sorry. You don't have to look, you don't have to look.
Don't worry, no one's recording you but me. I don't think anything got in the photo.
No, she doesn't take it. She takes the regular train.
No? Regular train? You mean the commuter rail?
No, she takes the regular train, like the one that I take, the subway.
Oh, rapid transit?
Too expensive.
Yeah. The Frisco's.
So you sure there's a train station?
Yeah.
This is a parking lot.
This is Amtrak.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Amtrak. No, it's true.
Yeah. Yes, University Park Station. Both T and Amtrak are here.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Benjamin, you ready to go? Let's go! Come on. Ready?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not recording.
I am recording.
Oh, hi,
Look at that. Never seen this before. Sensitive to me. Yeah, we can go get that.
Okay, let's get on it.
Okay, let's go. That's right there. I think they're open. I think they're open. Let's go. Yeah, you guys. We're leaving on track 1, by the way. Huh? We're leaving track 1. Track 1 is right over there. Right here. Moy, it's behind you. Oh, okay. We can take it too. See, track 1 right over there. We can take the elevator. MBTA lobby as well. Stairs. So like it.
This place is cool.
Yeah, okay. See that? The driver's over there. The driver's over there at the end cap.
I wasn't recording. Oops.
This train's going to Boston.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Yeah, it's a solo. Look at that. I know.
Train 153, car number 1.
My phone's not
Cause it's digital.
whoa. That train though.
Choose a seat that doesn't have a window.
She was not observant.
And now we're stuck with the windowless seat. Yeah. Which kind of sucks that there's no windows. I'm very disappointed. But I was more worried about finding a seat that fit all four of us than a seat with a window.
Well, there's 3 of us.
Yeah, there's 3 of us. That's why I was thinking, oh, we gotta find a seat.
As long as you 2 find seats.
It's hot in here. I'm very sweaty.
Take your jacket off. Is it right?
Does mom have a window seat? You can sit with her.
No, then with the baby.
Yeah, you can sit with her. That's fine.
We're gonna travel. You can get up with her, right?
Oh yeah, we can switch places. I believe.
Yeah. It's semi-frequent.
Some. Where I have to read this. You should go sit with Eli for a little bit too, so he's not little.
Yes, Spotify. What do you mean sit with him? I can't. It's our seat.
I need to get.
You have your Spotify?
I
doors open on the left side, arriving Providence. Arriving Providence, doors open on the left side. Old Saybrook will be next.
Saybrook, Saybrook.
So nice. Currently at Old Saybrook. There's so many people trying to get on it right now. I did like a general head count. There's like, it's like 30 people at the station. What the hell? There's so many people. Are they all getting on? I think they're all getting on. I can't quit that. The scenery is so amazing. It's so nice. I love it. Absolutely love it. My neck is starting to hurt too. I've been looking out the window for too long. Well, just love it.
Thank you so much.
So much space. I love it. Oh yeah. So much space. It's amazing.
David? It's a very busy train. We're all traveling today, folks. Everybody's going home from vacation, having to go to work. Poor things. You see a single seat? There's no music playing. We're not playing musical chairs. We're playing Make a Friend Tuesday at Amtrak. Once again, next station stop will be New Haven.
Not enough room on the train.
Susan, you're on the long haul, huh?
Yeah.
When you get to New York and then again to Washington, they'll ask to see your ticket again. Okay. Closest restrooms right here behind you. Cafe turns one car back. All right. You're welcome. Michael? Yes, sir. Oh, all right. I'm here to make your life easier. You did, thank you. Yeah.
I just figured out. Yeah.
the train. Please watch your step when exiting. On behalf of the crew, thank you for traveling Amtrak's Regional Service Train number 95. New Haven, Connecticut next. New Haven, Connecticut next. 3 minutes.
In a few minutes, I'll be coming to the coaches to collect any trash and recycling. Welcome aboard. Have a safe day. Thank you.
days of adventure. Especially after SATs.
I wish I had more sleep though.
EP exams.
I got like no, I think like I got 2 hours sleep last night.
Hmm?
I got 2 hours last night sleep.
I got 3 hours of sleep for about 5-6 months. Especially during tech week.
I don't know what
For
time I
drama.
went to bed, but I did go to
I
11.
don't know why we didn't sleep though.
Oh, frick.
At least you're just on there.
That was right on time.
I was studying my script too, but I forgot all my lines. I don't remember.
I was studying what time we left to leave.
You did?
Yeah.
I had 10 pages memorized, but then I forgot it all. So I have to redo that.
We left at 6:25.
Yeah, we did.
It's 10.
Arriving New York
10:55.
Penn Station, folks. This station stop is New York. Doors opening on the left side of the train. Please watch your step. This is New York Penn Station.
Exactly 10:22 actually.
Yeah, 30 more minutes.
Right on schedule.
Wow.
Said they lost earlier, but hey, here we go. So this looks so low. Oh shit. Move out here this way. Trail.
I'm now about to sleep. I know
Slowest elevator.
Go again.
That was the slowest elevator.
Go ahead. Yeah. We're going. This is what they're looking for. It's a train hall.
Looks like an airport.
Yeah, come on, keep going. Moynihan Train Hall, boy. Never pronounced it right. Moynihan. Everyone's recording. It's so busy here. Long Island Railroad, 9th Avenue, 8th Avenue, 31st Street, 31st Street, Amtrak. Oh my god, there's like 50 different things you can go through. What the hell?
It's like a mall.
Oh, it's bigger than a mall. Yeah.
Can we take a picture, you guys?
Okay.
Is it running? Hey guys, so the video you just saw was pretty much all the available footage I had remaining from my first trip to New York City, and it was a very fascinating trip in my opinion. You know, I got to see and basically go to the largest city in the United States by train. That was the first time I ever did, and not the last one I will ever be having. You know, it was a very amazing trip that we had, that I myself was the primary planner, and you know, just taking New York City subway, going around, trying new places, seeing Chinatown and everything. Like Chinatown is big there compared to Boston, and it was a very surreal experience because that was my first real transit based trip, right? Like not taking like, you know, a car or a bus or a plane to get there. Well, buses do count, but like, you know, not a public transit bus, but you know, like Greyhound and such. But like basically it was a rail trip, right? And that rail trip was nothing I had ever done in my life at the time. This is 2 years since that video was actually recorded. Like all that footage was 2 years ago, and I just really, I never really knew what to do with it, right? And I never really got to find the rest of everything that I had actually filmed for that trip. So you mainly get the start portion, right, of when we actually went to New York City. You never actually got to see the part where we got to go around Chinatown and some of the more MTA, like, you know, clips. I know I have taken some shorts when we did make that trip, and I have made many more since I've done multiple trips to New York City since then. But that was my first one, and that was my first true taste of transit. I've come a long way. I've come a very long way since then. And it was a very eye-opening experience for me because not only did I get to see another transit system that wasn't the MBTA, but I also got to see one that functioned much more differently, you know? And I really enjoyed that. I want to do it again, and it's just that I really wished that I would have been able to grasp, right, what I want to do with the videos that I made. I just couldn't think of it. Like I made those clips. I'm like, what now? And 2 years later, I still don't. Almost 3 years now since I went, I still don't even know what to do with it. But to put in thoughts, no other way could my journey basically, you know, in public transportation, and just non-car based travel in general, you know, took off basically. I planned that. That was my trip that I planned. Sure, I didn't buy the hotels. I bought the train tickets though. I made the plans about, okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. And there were a lot of mistakes too. You know, there were a lot of mistakes that I had made in making that plan trip. I wasn't really too sure, especially with the MTA and the subway system, on some of the routes, some of the stations, and some of the sites that I saw, but I couldn't exactly find a proper answer online at the time, just because I couldn't figure out what I was looking for. I didn't really know what I like. Oh, what's the J train? What's the L train? What's the one? What's the A? I didn't really get that at the time. I was still very new to it. But now, years later, I still don't fully know the MTA. I do know my home system much better now, of course. But you will never, I guess, to put simply, you will never know everything about transit, you know. But you should know some. You should know at least some, right? And the MTA was that for me. It was that for me. I got to see some other system completely different from the MBTA, and because of that, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about transit. I learned about a lot about function of movement, basically. You know, the way you travel in New York is much more different than Boston, but also there are different discrepancies that makes New York City better, but also ones that make Boston better. You see, Boston is much more accessible. And in my experience in New York City at the time, we also had if you've seen parts of the clips, we also carried a stroller because my sister at the time, she was much more younger, and to the point where she did need a stroller, and it was very, very difficult to travel through New York City sorry, not my apologies, not a wheelchair, with a stroller. It was very difficult to travel with a stroller with her, through New York City, primarily by subway. And but we do that here too in Boston. And it's just, for me, it's always kind of been an afterthought about like, how are we going to bring the stroller from, you know, the entrance onto the train and then back up, right? That was never a big problem for me here in Boston. It was very simple. But New York City was much more different. And while they have faster trains, you can get through the city much more faster and longer distances, and also multiple services have 24/7 hour service. When you don't have the accessibility for people who need strollers, who need wheelchairs, who have disabilities that make it very difficult to use stairs, right, and travel that way, it's very hard, right? We enjoyed it 100%. I 100% enjoyed it. I just would love to go again. I went 2024, I think, I believe. Yeah, 2024 I also went. And you know one more time. I need to go at least one more time. Like I've gone at least once a year since that trip. That's how life changing it has been for me. and I want to do that again, with the whole congestion pricing that's been in effect for the past couple days, almost 2 weeks now, actually. I believe it will be a much more different city when I go, especially when I go to Midtown, I think. And just the ability to explore is just, there's so much there to do still. I've seen K Town for my first time there. And then when I went again, I knew a couple spots to go to, but I was still learning about these new places to hang out, to eat, to explore. And I could never do that without transit. And, you know, the reason why I become so pro transit is because without transit, I wouldn't really have understood and learned to be an independent person, I think. There's something personal to that for me. Politically, socially, but also in my personal character. To get on a train, to know where I need to go, you know, and then if I need to transfer to another train, transfer to a bus, or I need to walk a certain distance, right? Like, and then to plan it too. You can plan your vacations all you want, right? But it's the fact that Amtrak was so accessible for me to basically use, right? The app was very easy for me to use, and there was a lot of really great deals at the time that I was like, I really, really want to do this. Mom's like, yes, go ahead. You plan the trip, I'll pay for it. Do what you need to do, right? And so we got like a nice hotel spot in Midtown. We got really affordable train ticket prices. Everyone on the train, less than $100 each person. I think it was like $70, $80. I think it was a while. It was 2 years back, 3 years back when like they're still trying to increase ridership. So tickets were very, very cheap then. But that affordable chance that I got really changed for me. I made my own personal trip by myself to New York City by myself, right? I didn't go with anyone. And for one day, just one day trip, I spent less than $100 for the train ticket, and then I went. I had my enjoyment, I had my fun, and then I went back home. By the end of the day, I woke up early. I came back on time. I even had time to have dinner here. Back in Boston. You can do that in a car. You could not. And the fact that because I have issues when I drive, right? I have like astigmatism, so it's very hard for me to drive at nighttime unless it's like a very familiar route for me. So like having that for me was amazing. And basically what I'm trying to say is that Amtrak and that New York City trip was very eye-opening. I was very new to transit back in 2021 when I first had my red line trip, and then just going the orange line for the first time, the blue line, the green line, and then like the bus system too, and the silver line. Like I was such a novice then, and seeing those videos from back then, I'm like, wow, that was me. You know, I've I feel I've come so far, and I'm very happy that I did that. I'm like so happy I did. There's no bone in my body saying I regret going on that trip because I've come out so much better. I've come out so much more open as a person, and like this is that desire to explore really came out, right? I'm like, I want to go see these new places and everything, like, because before I was very restrictive with the car, right? It was always based off of the needs and desires from whoever's driving. How much willing are they to go to get there, right? That's why I also got my license, but there were still limitations, right? Like, and so because of that, I never really did that with when I was still driving, like actively. But then, I rode the bus, I rode the trains, and then I just traveled. I just went everywhere. You know, Going to places in Cambridge that I haven't seen in over 10 years that I didn't even know was in Cambridge. I didn't even know it was there. Like the Lesley University campus they have in Porter Square. I never knew it was there until I traveled there and explored. And I did the same exploration in New York City, and I continued doing that, on my own trips. I made a lot of mistakes when I went to travel to Peru. It was a very pre-planned thing through EF Tours, and I had a lot that came out of it, which was really great tour. It was really great, but I would definitely go back again and make a lot of changes, right? New York City though, not at all. I learned a lot from that trip that I had. You know, I learned a lot about Amtrak. I learned a lot about New York City subway. I learned a lot about how to travel basically. But the reason why it was so special is because it was my trip. It was the one I planned out, right? But because of the transportation option I had available to me, that it was possible, right? For once, I was in control of where we would be going. We would be going based off of where the trains are able to go. We would be going based off of what was accessible. We didn't have to worry about things like parking. We didn't have to worry about, issues like traffic. You just walk to where you go, or if not, you just take the subway to the closest station and then walk from there. You know, Definitely, I want to go again with my family and travel to places we just could not fit into our schedule at the time, right? Because then, it was just so much for a first time there in like over 10 years. The first time I went to actually was 10 years since then, about 2011, 2012-ish, right? This is before the World Trade Center had the memorial opened yet. They were still under construction, so I believe around that time. I can't remember the exact year, but point made, right? And that trip was the first for us like I said, in over a decade. And because of that, we definitely made a lot of mistakes about like, oh, we should have gone here first, or should have gone there first. But I've gained a lot of experience since then, and I know where to go now. I know to what to do, right? And I want to go back again. I definitely will. It's just such a special, memorable trip for me. You know, I've done so much since then. I even have that bag still. I have that shirt still. I have those shoes. I have the same pants. I have that in my wardrobe. Those are still there. The hat, no, the hat's gone through way too much since then. But everything else, like, I still have those glasses and everything. So it's like it's just there's it's hard to put into words that type of experience, right? That liberation you feel that this is yours. This is something that you're in control of. And that's what is so captivating about transit for me. Because before, it was always, you know, there's a responsibility portion of it when you drive, of course, which was perfectly fine. But there were a lot of restrictions on what I could do. You gotta think about gas money, you gotta think about getting gas, you gotta think about who has to use the car and when, you know. But so long as you know the schedule for the train or the bus, and you can get to the station where it's gonna stop at, by all means, just go there. No one can stop you. Like theoretically, no one can stop you from taking the car too. But like, but when you take the car, it's also at someone else's expense. Whose expense is it that I'm going to take the bus? It's at everyone else's benefit that I'm not on the road driving. That's one less car on the road. I'm not. I'm sharing the exhaust, right? Or the use of diesel by the bus, or diesel by the train, or the electricity being produced for the subway, right? That's a shared thing between me and every other rider. Me riding lessens that weight on everyone else, you know. And me on the bus or the train also means that I'm not driving. That's one less car in traffic. That's one less chance of me or someone else being in an accident. And so that's what I really enjoyed about transit. And that trip to New York City just really opened me up to that. You know, my life in Boston has definitely done that for me, but basically just the the scale of what you see in New York, which is so much more different than Boston, and that's really what it comes down to. That liberation, that scale, and just it really felt like the world opened up to me that day. That trip. I've gone to I've gone to Lowell, I've gone to Worcester, I've gone to within the state, but then and that was also my first trip out of state, with the exception of Rhode Island and New Hampshire. Since the start of COVID. I just really didn't travel much because of COVID. No one really had, and that was our first big one. You know, so it's just that was extremely life changing for me. But I don't know how to end it really. Other than that's just how it is for me. I'll have a lot of trouble, especially my videos. I noticed that too. I don't know how to start it. I don't know how to end it. I don't really know. There's a passion that I just need to release, and then just let that go. Let it go. If people watch it, people do it, that's fine. That's all I need. It's a way for me to just let that passion out. Let the words flow, let my thoughts out. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later. 再见。